Hi guys, Gabe here, and today I'm gonna talk about Smash Bracket for once more. By now I think everyone knows what Smash Bracket is. You know, that show which is dedicated to find out which Smash Bros character is canonically strongest. I always thought to myself, who would possibly win this whole tournament? Sonic, Mario, or even Steve? Nah, actually none of them, to be exact. But I took the time and looked at all the matchups and tried to figure out who would win in all the matchups, and I kinda made my own bracket from the winners of the first round. Then I made new matchups for in the second round and go on and go on. What I basically did was speculating what the bracket or tournament in this case would look like and come up with my own matchup ideas for the losers bracket and winners bracket and the stuff beyond. Also keep in mind that I'm not involved with the production of Smash brackets, just for you to know. Let's, without further ado, dive right into it. Well, here we have the matchups of the first round. A quick warning, from now I won't edit the audio anymore because it would take too much time and too much whatever. And yes, you have to stand my deep breaths I take whenever I talk, because yes, it's just the way I am. So no more editing of the audio. Yes, I'm so clumsy. Well, first off, I want to explain two things. The first being, yes, I know that Dr. Eggman isn't in Smash right now, but I'm for 100% sure that he will be the final character. This is not base or anything, or that I like Dr. Eggman. Yes, I like Dr. Eggman, but I'm just sure that he will be in the game, and I make a future video on that. And the second thing being that I think Sans would be the character the community wants to choose for against Shulk. I know that Sans is pretty weak against all the other characters, but having in the bracket in total and having in the losers run would definitely be cool to see. You can go read all the matchups for yourself. I'm not going to do it, but instead I'm going to read out all the people I think will win in round 1. Well, the first round will obviously go to Mario versus if he's fighting against Mega Man. No, that's actually second round. The first round would be Link versus Ridley. I think Ink has already explained why Ridley would lose in a battle against Link. Just because Link has like better arsenal and stuff and always finds out where the weak spot of his opponent is. Mario versus Mega Man's case is that Mario has just way better feats, more power-ups to choose from, and he can also counter out Mega Man's with his own. And Ink has already confirmed that he was a little bit biased for Mega Man 1 creating this episode. Now we have DDD versus King K. Rool. Obviously DDD wins because he was alongside Kirby on all of his godly planet-busting adventures. Fox vs Sonic. Fox is rarely seen outside of the R-ring, while Sonic is killing everything all by himself, and he's just way too fast for Fox to keep up. Now Meta Knight versus Marv. Marv is just a regular swordsman guy, and Meta Knight has literally killed gods alongside Kirby. Then we have Falco versus Falcon. Again, a space pilot versus a racer. It's now obvious who wins. And Team Samus versus Team Pit. I know for a fact that Pit gets all of his powers like from Palutena, but since outside help is not allowed in Smash Bracket, Samus obviously wins. Bowser versus DK, like Bowser has just so many better feats, so many better power-ups and moves he can choose from. And yeah, he kinda dwarfs what Donkey Kong has up his sleeve. Then we have Daisy versus Luigi. Daisy has like no feats except for Super Mario Run. And Luigi has like almost everything Mario has. Ness versus Red, this might be a tricky one because in Smash Bracket's case, Ness isn't really allowed to use all of his godly multiversal feats. But I still think that this whole thing, fighting Geiges, center of the universe, and all his PSI powers would definitely cook up Squirtle and Ivysaur, but I think the battle between Charizard could be close. And with Peach versus Rosalina, of course Peach wins because she has a lot of stuff Mario has, and Rosalina rarely does anything. Olimar versus Piranha Plant. Olimar has like 7 or 2 million Pikmin, while Plant doesn't have that many feats or actual useful stuff. Lucina versus Rob. Swordsman versus Toy. Jigglypuff versus Kirby. I know that the Smash Racket has made a video about Kirby being a few light years tall, but I can't really trust it, and I think this was more meant to be a joke because, like, every second sentence these two crack are just meant to be jokes from what I understand. Now we have Joker versus Snake. Joker has some, like, he travels into many different dimensions and finishes off big guys and little gods or whatever. And Snake is your ordinary, or not ordinary, but he's just that. He's a superhuman with a superhuman soldier. Yeah, now we have Terry versus Ken. Death Battle made one episode on that. Terry won, so I guess it's right. Banjo versus Yoshi. It's obvious that Yoshi's gonna win because Banjo doesn't have that much on Yoshi. Always fights alongside Mario, and everyone who fights alongside Mario is strong AF. And here we have Game & Watch versus Inkling. Game & Watch. Actually, the character does not exist, and Inkling does exist, and he's some sort of superhuman folk, so he obviously wins. Deutsch. Ich spreche jetzt so viel Deutsch. Koopaling Battle Royale. I think Bowser Jr. wins this one because, like, he has the most what I should say, most screen time. That means he has the most feats, the most power ups, and Bowser's Fury will go on. Pikachu vs Pac-Man has already happened. Pikachu has just way better feats and much more fight experience. Then we have a Koopaling winner versus Pichu. That would be again I think Bowser Jr. would totally smoke Pichu because Pichu is often considered the weakest Pokemon of all time. Where? Duck and Duo versus Ice Climbers. One is just a regular dog versus 2 small children who have hammers and can break stone with it. The Ice Climbers obviously win. Mewtwo vs Sephiroth. Sephiroth summed this one on Smash Bracket already. Lucas vs Wario. Wario has more strength and better feats, but Lucas just has much more like status effects, PSI powers, and the whole stuff going on. He can literally counter every attack from Wario, and that's a bit sussy if you ask me. So Lucas wins this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Warrior wins this instead. Ganon versus Isabel. Ganon wins, of course. Ike versus Richter. Ike is again a character from Fire Emblem, and they actually don't really do much outside of the fight. They do separately, and that's allowing them that they don't have this many feats. While Richter's feats are demonstrated in every way possible, because he's a platforming character, if you get what I mean. Then we have Team Zelda versus Pyra and Mithra. Zelda is always this little, like, scared princess who always gets kidnapped, and the two other are like Mithra and Pyra, like warriors who fights a lot. Wolf versus Incineroar. Wolf's spaceship obliterates Incineroar, I think. Palutena versus Simon. Palutena doesn't do that much in Kid Icarus, and Simon has literally killed many threats to the world. The Minecraft Battle Royale. Well, from what I understand, they say that like Zombie or Enderman wins this one, but it's like this is just not possible. We have seen Steve slay every Enderman or zombie possible in Minecraft dungeons and in Minecraft. And I think like Steve is easily gonna win this one. And I think Enderman might be the second place and Alex a third, but Zombie gets obliterated by all of these three because he doesn't have the ability to move around blocks like the other three can. Then we have the Minecraft Villager versus Villager. Steve versus Villager is pretty obvious who's win. The muscular guy who can fight versus a little child who can't fight. Kazuya versus Eggman. Eggman can literally piss on the moon and Kazuya is gone. And Chrome versus Roy. Roy had his own game, so he has more feats. Min has more range. A Little Mac shows so she wins. My voice is getting a little tired. Diddy versus Green Ninja because of the anime. Cloud versus Zero. Cloud has killed guys like Sephiroth, so he wins. Shulk versus Sans. Sans is pretty weak, so Shulk wins. Violet versus Robin. I think Robin wins because she has more projectiles. Bayonetta vs. Corrin. Bayonetta slays galactic gods. Here are the matchups for round 2 of Smash Bracket. I made up of all the winners of round 1. Go pause the video if you want to see them and read all of them and make up your own thoughts. The winners of that round would be Cloud, Sonic, Meta Knight, Bowser, Luigi, Rio, Ness, Shulk, Kirby, Peach, Bayonetta, Steve, Lucas, Dr. Eggman, Ganon, Richter, Yagis, don't know how to pronounce it, Yoshi and Robin. Like Cloud obviously storms against Link. Death Battle has already explained why. Death Battle link in the description. Sonic vs Pikachu. Sonic is just way stronger and faster than Pikachu to land any attacks. Meta Knight vs Sephiroth. Meta Knight can just put Sephiroth on the moon and then Sephiroth can rot. Diddy vs Bowser. Bowser has just much better feats and is stronger overall and like has much more power-ups he can actually use. He stole from Mario Brothers. And we have Luigi vs Falco. Falco has on foot. Falco has no chance against Luigi. Even small Luigi could burn Falco to death. While Falco in his R-Ring could be a threat for Luigi, but at the end of the day Luigi would defeat him, I guess. Then we have Rio versus Terry. Like, I think Ryu has more to him than Terry has, so he wins. Ness versus Inkling. Ness can just put Inkling to sleep with and blow him up in one blow because of all of his PSI powers. He is just too much to overwhelm Inkling with. Bowser Jr. versus Shulk. I couldn't find a better matchup, so I made this one. And it's actually between two pretty new Nintendo characters. Shulk obviously wins this one because he's like a god with many powers and crap like that. Mario versus Kirby. Kirby has like can smash away a ball a few thousand light years away, and Mario doesn't have stuff like that. Um, Peach versus Lucina. Peach wins this one because she has fought alongside Mario and Lucina doesn't have that much. Joker versus Bayonetta. Bayonetta has again like fought, bekämpft, ja, keine Ahnung, was ist das auf Englisch, wie man das aufspricht auf Englisch, kacke. Many galactic gods who can just erase everything at once, from what I understood. Steve, like, the Mii's are the only thing that people are gonna take are like Mii Sports and stuff, and Steve can easily like shatter sportsmen into million pieces. Lucas versus Ice Climbers, two little children who are known for playing around with ice. Lucas wins this one for having too many PSI powers to overwhelm the Ice Climbers with. Dr. Eggman vs. Min Min, two mechanic folks from video games who are pretty popular. Eggman can again piss on her with his super laser piss. Then we have Team Samus versus Team Mithra. Mithra has just so many more powers and stuff, and gods being and whatever. Robin versus Roy. I think Robin's game is like newer. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. Robin's game might be newer, so they can put much more details, and that means they can put much more feats into the game. Yes. Here we have some new matchups, and now you can pause the video and look at them. I'm only gonna explain the winners. Cloud versus Meta Knight. Meta Knight has fought galactic foes alongside Kirby. Dr. Eggman versus Bowser. Like, Eggman can cause much more destruction and can overwhelm Doc Bowser with all of his machines, and they are not outside help, they are just gadgets. Sonic versus Yoshi. Sonic is too fast and strong for Yoshi, and Yoshi doesn't have that many power-ups to fight back Sonic. Then we have Ness versus Robin. Ness obviously has better feats, powers, and status effects than Robin has. Shulk versus Mithra and stuff. Shulk is like the main character, and the main character is often stronger than side characters. Steve vs. Ryo. Steve has much more power-ups, items. He can just box in Ryo in obsidian and just drown in him lava. Peach vs. Bayonetta. Bro, I'm actually explaining the matchups right now. Why did I say that I won't explain them? I'm such a moron. Obviously Bayonetta wins because I've already told you all the stuff. Kirby vs. Ganon, the cute little puffball versus the evil baddie we have. Yeah. And bro. Yes, I don't need to explain why Kirby wins this. Now I'm actually gonna read out all the stuff. Now the matchups I have for this one are Meta Knight versus Kirby, Sonic versus Dr. Eggman, Luigi versus Ness, Steve versus Shulk, Bayonetta versus Forever Alone. And the winners of this round will be Kirby, Sonic, Luigi, Shulk and Bayonetta. Kirby because Kirby has already fought Meta Knights multiple times and has always won. Luigi because he just has like planet busting feats up his sleeve and Ness doesn't. And Luigi actually has a lot of items with which he can counter Ness's PSI moves, unlike Wario does with Lucas, but he has similar items, but Luigi has just much better feats. Then Shulk wins against Steve because Shulk is some god and Steve isn't, and Steve's arsenal is already outclassed by a lot by Shulk. And then Bayonetta wins because Forever Alone doesn't want to hang out with her anymore. Matchups for the 5th round will be Kirby vs Luigi, Sonic vs Bayonetta, and Shulk is sus. The winners of this round will be Kirby, Bayonetta, and Shulk. Then we will have a battle royale, and Kirby could just simply get out his baseball bat and smash them a few light years away, and then they are dead meat. So there you have it. Kirby would be, in my book, the winner of the Smash bracket, and that by a long shot. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave a like, smash the like button and support Smash bracket to keep the channel alive and see if I was actually correct or not. So, yeah, see ya.